is on the roll with a twisted test. Aaron is a professional pilot. He's been flying professionally for almost 45 years, a native Texan, and he grew up in the Big Bend area in the town of Alpine, which many of us know where Alpine is, right? He's climbing up for a little bit of altitude right here. You can see the wind is giving him some little extra lift. Now the Stearman, most folks know the Stearman as an ag aerial applicator. We used to call them crop dusters. But after World War II, a lot of the Stearmans were surplused, fitted with larger engines and spray tanks, and made a second career. See if you can follow as he pulls up into the loop. Aaron began flying at age of 14. His first solo flight was on his 16th birthday. And he earned a certificate as a junior in high school. And then received his commercial license at the age of 18. Right, you have to be 18 as early as he possibly could. He currently holds an airline transport pilot certificate and is also a certified flight instructor. The airplane that he's flying was built in 1941 for the U.S. Navy. It was originally known as an N2S-5 Cadet. By the way, the Cadet in this instance is spelled K-A-Y-D-E-T. The airplane served at Naval Air Station Bunker Hill in Indiana until the end of World War II, and then was sold as surplus. And guess what? The airplane was used spraying crops for many years here in the States. Later went to Guatemala, where it was a crop duster as well for a number of years before returning to the U.S. in the 1980s, and it was restored to the condition that you see here today. Something here called an octagon loop. The entire loop to draws a little bit of a straight line for a moment before continuing on. As we said, he is a professional pilot, but a hobby is also flying. And along with flying, he likes to maintain antique and sport airplanes, as well as vintage warbirds. His passion for warbirds stems from his desire to honor the brave men and women who served our country in the U.S. Armed Forces and to preserve their legacy through the preservation of these aircraft. You may be asking what makes this a super Stearman compared to any other regular Stearman. Well, the original airplane engine was a 220 horsepower engine, but this one has been modified as many of the shows with a 450 horsepower engine. It has more than double the original horsepower, and that's what allows him to do some maneuvers he's doing today. hammerhead maneuver there for you. If you've ever flown any aerobatic maneuvers, that's one of the most fun things I've ever done. Is you pull straight up, and just about the time you run out of airspeed, the pilot just kicks the rudder over and back down you go. It's really a very gentle maneuver, and yeah, you probably don't want to have a real heavy breakfast before you go out flying in aerobatics, but it still is it's a great way to explore the envelope, as they say. If he follows his sequence, we should be looking at a nice, yeah, there we go, nice barrel roll. What about that smoke? Well, that is a special blend of oil that's actually injected into the exhaust system, which changes smoke, but it is environmentally safe. There we go, smoke back on. And if I'm reading his list correct, this should be a nice photo pass. Come on by through high speed And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Aaron Taylor and the cross control. It's got ailerons going one way and the rudder going the other way. It's a way to be able to quickly lose altitude without losing sight of the runway or increasing speed. So as you see, we get right down to the ground, straighten everything out, settle that super Stearman right down on the runway. And I think he's going to make the turn here. Yes, he is. So he's going to taxi right on by. As he does, ladies and gentlemen, please give Aaron a big round of applause and a big wave. And that's our way of saying thank you for your demonstration today. Warming up some of our big birds. C-47s are getting warmed up. For those who are unfamiliar with some of the terminology what are called conventional gear aircraft or tail draggers. Obviously, you know why it's a tail dragger, right? The conventional gear was very popular, starting with the Wright brothers. And moving on until World War II. Later in World War II, we started getting the tricycle gear aircraft, which were a little bit easier to land and maneuver on the ground. As you can see, Aaron has to kind of S-turn back and forth to see around the engine out there. Yeah, give him a big wave and a round of applause. One of the challenges of conventional gear